Hi Frag fans, welcome back. My name's Miles and this is Aromas by Miles. Thanks for coming back and joining me on this slow dance around the world of fragrances. I've been busy over the last couple of weeks for sure, been doing a lot of traveling. I even went to Shanghai to the Notes fragrance event there and it was incredible. There's so much coming out of China. I'm going to do a separate video on that, but you can imagine the new fragrances that are coming out of China. China's becoming a beast on fragrances, and there are fragrance houses popping up all over the place. That said, we're going to go a different direction. We're going to land in a different spot in the world. And we're going to talk today about Swiss Arabian. Swiss Arabian is one of my favorite houses. It's affordable. It's at times it's niche. Some people say maybe there's some dupes in there, but it's got a mix of different things. And I think the big thing is it can get you into the more unique fragrances, certainly give you an introduction into the Middle East. So that's what we're going to do today. So come join me. I'm glad you're here, and let's go explore Swiss Arabian, one of my favorite houses. All right, so here we go. I've got 8 fragrances for you today, and I'm probably going to butcher some of these names, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. The first one I want to talk about is a crazy little gem. I don't know if you can see that. Where am I going with it? There we go. Right there. It's a Kasha. Unfortunately, it's only a little 30 ml bottle, but it's got some crazy stuff on it. It'll certainly look good on your shelf. And Kasha is a aromatic, woody, sparkly kind of fragrance. I think you're gonna really enjoy it. But the thing about it is, it's a dab-on. So I'm just gonna put a little bit here. I think what you're gonna find in the main notes are you're gonna have a lot of citrus and apple. It's a warm, spicy kind of fragrance. It's very Middle Eastern. Got some cloves and cinnamon. And you know, it's oud, and amber, and musk. Those are kind of the building blocks of most of these Middle Eastern fragrances. Sometimes there's some frankincense and some other things, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But Kasha by Swiss Arabian, it's a great everyday kind of a fragrance. I would say it's more warmer weather than cooler weather, and it's not terribly expensive. Again, you only get 30 mils of it, but I paid about 42 bucks for it at discounters. So it's a pretty interesting fragrance. I think I'd take a look at it. I don't like the dabber thing, of course, and most of you won't either, but most of Swiss Arabian stuff has a normal sprayer to it. So let's see what else we've got next. The next one I've got is Jasmine Tonka. And Jasmine Tonka is a really interesting fragrance. It's not as heavy as a lot of the Middle Eastern fragrances that you're going to find out there. It's got apple, obviously, and got some jasmine and some vanilla. It's a lighter summer, maybe early fall, depending on, again, on where you live. If you've got a lot of heat, this is something that you could pull off. Maybe it's a little bit youthful. It's a daily wear kind of. Let me just throw some out here. See, ooh. Yeah, there's a lot of florals, but it's still got that warm spice, that typical Middle Eastern stuff. There's some soft woods, I think. This would be a great scent for the warmer weather. As I said, you could wear it to the pool. You could wear it out on a summer evening. You could probably get away with it again in early fall. It all depends on whatever temperature. It's certainly not going to hold up in the cool weather, but I think early spring, early fall, and maybe later in the spring would probably be a good one. And that's throw that out there again. That's Swiss Arabian. I would give this Swiss Arabian jasmine and vanilla. Sorry. And it's a great fragrance. I think you'd like it if you still live in those areas where it's still got a little bit of heat to it, like where I am right now. I'm in Central America, but I'm in rural Texas a lot of times, and it still can be hot as hell there. So it's, again, one of those things you can pull off. And I only paid $20 for that fragrance, so it's certainly not going to break the bank. I don't usually talk about really, really cheap fragrances, but you're not going to get a lot cheaper than $20. Come on, you guys can scrape that up in, aluminum cans, beer cans in the back of the car, the truck. You could find that, so that's no problem at all. The next one I want to talk about is really kind of a cool bottle. It's Shagaf. What do they call this one? Shagaf Oud Tonka. So this one's got obviously a lot of tonka in it. It's got a little bit of oud. It's a soft, spicy, aromatic kind of fragrance. Some resins in it. But it's a little bit deeper than certainly the jasmine vanilla that I just talked about. So it's something you could wear in a little bit of when the weather's a little bit cooler or heading toward cold. Again, it's not a cold weather scent. It's rich, it's kind of niche style. Make sure I don't spray myself in the eye. Ooh, the tonka really comes out. It's got a light oud. It's not an animalic kind of oud at all. Not skanky. There's a lot of vanilla in it. And some amber, I think. Again, it's one of those fragrances that's going to make you feel like you're in the Middle East or you're somewhere else. And it's certainly a different kind of fragrance that you're going to see from most of the designers and that sort of stuff. And if that's what you're looking for, which I think most of you are going to test this out or probably going to be looking for, it's another excellent fragrance. This is actually the most expensive one on this list, which doesn't quite hit $50. I think I paid $47 for it in my notes. It's a good evening scent. I think you're going to get away with it. For $47, you could get something that's a little bit different. I think it won't break the bank, and I think you're going to be happy with the choice. So let's move on to the next couple of them. All right, so the next one I have for you is probably the most famous, hyped one on the bunch. You'll see influencers talking about this one all the time, and that's vanilla toffee. And vanilla toffee is just like the name sounds. It's got it's a heavy burst of vanilla, and it's got that caramel toffee kind of a gourmandesque lean to it. It's very soft around the edges. Again, it's got that. It's a sweet toffee, so it's a very gourmand fragrance. A lot of sweetness here, obviously, with the vanilla and the caramel. But in the base notes, there's some amber going on. There's some woods. It's a little bit musky too. You know, if you like gourmand fragrances, this is a great one to try. I paid $33 for it at the discounters. So it's not going to break the bank, and it's going to give you a really sweet gourmand for your repertoire, because you're going to find somebody out there who really likes this kind of scent. It's anybody who wants those edible kind of scents, who enjoys that bright, open feeling. What do I say? Cool nights, maybe. It's not a cold weather fragrance. It's really not a warm weather fragrance either, because it's going to get cloy. You need to have it at kind of a medium, comfortable temperature for people to enjoy it. Let's fire this baby off. Poof. First thing I get is this heavy caramel. I don't get much vanilla out of it. I get a little bit of vanilla in the dry down. I've worn this a couple of times. I wore it actually last week when it was about 85 degrees down here, and it was a little bit clawing. I think I could wear it now. The temperature's dropped 10 degrees, 15 degrees, so this would be a good time to wear it. I've just got to find somebody who wants to sit next to me when I smell like one of those push carts at the county fairs or whatever, with all that caramel and all that stuff in it. But it's a great fragrance. I think, again, for $33, you really can't go wrong. So that's, where am I at here? God dang it. That's vanilla toffee. A good one. You know, Swiss Arabian's got some really good stuff. I've got like I say, about 8 of these fragrances here that are in my collection. And I'm going to experiment with a little bit more as we go along. But this is one I found, I don't know, about 3 or 4 months ago. And this one is, it's kind of an odd name. It's Tobacco 001 or Tobacco 1, however you want to say it. It won't get it to focus. Whoops, I'll drop it. Anyway, trust me, that's the name of it. Tobacco 1. I'm not sure why it's not focusing. Anyway, Tobacco 1. And it's obviously a tobacco fragrance. That's what the name is. But it's a light tobacco leaf kind of a scent. It's not a heavy, ashy kind of scent at all. It's got some spice in it, so it kicks up a notch. There's some tonka vanilla. It's got a little bit of musk in the mids, and you know, it's a masculine fragrance. It's really a manly. Yeah, that's nice. A manly fragrance. Again, the tonka sweetens it up a little bit, so it's It's not anything like, you know, some of the famous niche brands or the heavy-duty designer brands, but you can get a very good quality tobacco scent for very, very little. I mean, I paid, let's see, $38.50 for it. So, I'm sorry, I'm going to sneeze. $38.50 for it. It's got some woods in it too, so you know it'll go across the spectrum with some pretty good smells. It's a little bit of a colder weather scent. I wouldn't say it's dead of winter. If you're up in New York or somewhere, you're going to Scent Explorer or one of those, you're probably going to not going to find that to hold up there. But you know, you need something a little bit heavier, a little bit richer. But this is a great intro type tobacco scent that, again, you're not going to find it much cheaper than $33. So, oh, I'm sorry, $38. But yeah, this is Tobacco 01. And the next one I'm going to butcher again, but hey, it's a great bottle. And this is Rashik. Rashika. Maybe Rashika? I don't know. This one's a fresh floral. It's green. It's got some rose in it. It pops with rose at the start. It's, again, a beautiful little bottle. This one is 50 milliliters, I believe. Let me see if I can find it on here. Yeah, this one's 50 milliliters. It's got some musk. It's got a little bit of sweetness in it. There's a little bit of vanilla. This one is a great daytime scent. This one is probably office friendly too. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, it's definitely green. That floral comes out. There's a little bit of green woods in it. It's a scent that I wouldn't hesitate probably to wear at the office. You don't need too many sprays. It's actually got pretty good longevity. A lot of the Arabian fragrances have some pretty good longevity. Most of the Middle Easterns do anyway, especially if they've got tobacco and incense and some of those things stuck in them. Those are going to make it last quite a bit longer. So this one I would recommend. It's got a great bottle. It'll look great on your shelf too. What did I pay for this one? I paid $28 for this. $28. It's hard to, I mean, you can't go to Walmart or the convenience store and find a fragrance for $28. So this is a pretty good deal. So let's take a look at a couple more. I've got a couple more left, and we'll talk a little bit about the house. All right, so the next one I have for you has gotten quite a bit of hype too. It's Oud. I don't know why this thing isn't focusing, but there we go. Oud Azraq. And Oud Azraq has been around for quite a while, about 12 or 13 years, I think. I've had this bottle for about 4 years now, maybe 4 years. It's about half full. I like the bottle presentation. I think these solid rectangular kind of bottles are really cool in solid colors. I like that. They look good together on a shelf, if that makes any difference to you. But Oud Azraq is a heavy oud fragrance. It's a darker oud. It's going to last a little bit longer, project a little bit more, so it's got good longevity, again, and good projection. It's also got a little bit of a sweet side. It's got some musk and it's got some vanilla in it. And there's a little bit of, I get incense in it. It's not listed in the notes, but I get a little bit of incense. And this is one of those fragrances that you could certainly wear when it's a little bit cooler outside. Again, dead of winter, I don't know, but it's a great introductory oud fragrance if you're interested in trying to get into this more niche Middle Eastern brand at a cheaper price point. This, excuse me, this particular fragrance is, I think I paid $37.75 for it, and this is an opulent Middle Eastern fragrance. It wears great on skin in the mids. You know, there's a little bit of sweetness, like I said. It smells like a little bit of tonka, but there's definitely some vanilla and a little bit of musk in it. And that musk is a little more animalic than some of the other ones here. So I think you're really going to find yourself enjoying the wear. It's one of those I would try, and again, it's under $40. So how can you go wrong? Take a shot. So the last one I have on this run is Oud Amar, the red bottle. Again, I kind of like that. Come on. There we go. Again, it's in that same bottle collection. Again, they look great on the shelf. And this one's bolder. It's got a bolder opening. It's ruby red. It smells to me, it's really upscale, high quality ingredients. It's luxurious. There's a lot of citrus and spice in the opening of this, so you got to be ready for that. It's spring, early fall, summer kind of a fragrance. There's some woodiness in it. Let me see if I can get this on, don't spray myself in the eye. But it's also got that dark, it's a darker oud. So that oud comes through, and the oud, to me, it's kind of linear because it stays, don't get much of it in the opening. You get a little bit in the opening, definitely in the mids, and then it stays down in the base. And this is a musky amber fragrance that you're going to be good with. And this is an expensive one, folks. I paid $44 for this one. So let's give ourselves a shot. Yeah, it comes across very citrusy in the opening. And I've had this a couple of years, and I've worn this, not a lot. I've worn it 2 or 3 times. I really like the Middle Eastern DNA of all of these fragrances. And certainly you can go for much more expensive fragrances with much higher quality ingredients. Obviously, this is a bargain basement blue light sale at Walmart kind of a thing. But there's some good stuff here. I think it's worth you taking a look at. And if you're wanting to get into these fragrances, into these Middle Eastern fragrances and find out what the DNA is like and what the main ingredients are, they're pretty consistent across the board, just with higher quality ingredients. And yeah, you're going to find some other more exotic fragrances or more exotic ingredients that you're going to end up paying for in the long run. I was in Houston, Texas a few weeks ago, and at the Galleria Mall, the fancy mall there, there's a couple of stores, one Arabian Oud store there, and I think the cheapest fragrance there is $250 or so retail, in a mall, that sort of thing. So those things aren't cheap, and there's certainly a lot of them that will almost break the bank. So these kinds of fragrances are a really good way to get into the Middle Eastern niche, or the Middle Eastern part of the fragrance world. So I hope you take a look at that. That's all I have for you today. I'm trying to make some more videos. Again, I've got 3 subscribers. I'm hoping to get 4 by the end of the year. It's crazy that a guy has 3 subscribers is going to go all the way to Shanghai, China to Notes. But hopefully you'll see how much I appreciate you guys being here and how much I appreciate the fragrances and how into it I really am. So please like and subscribe. And as you guys know, anything good that comes from this channel goes directly to Medic Outpost nonprofit that helps build healthcare capacity and first responder systems around the world. So it's all volunteer, and it's worth taking a look at. There's a little bit at the end. So thank you. I'll see you on the next one. I'll tell you a little bit about notes from Shanghai from a rookie entrant, a rookie participant. So take care, everybody. Thank you for joining me. See you in the next one.
Y usted puede ir haciendo algo más. Revisa.
Aromas by Miles is proud to support the nonprofit Medic Outpost. Medic Outpost's mission is to provide training and equipment to remote first responders around the world. They've increased the quality of healthcare and access to healthcare in some of the most remote areas in the world. If you're interested in finding out more, go to www.medicoutpost.org. Thanks.